The Battle of Belleau Peep. It was 1918, the peak of the Great War, and the 6th French Army planned a counterattack on a German regiment. The Germans rested in a small forest known as the Belleau Wood. The Marine Brigade of the United States Army was ordered to take control of Belleau Wood itself, while the 167th French Division took control of the wheat fields northwest of the wood. Hans Otto Bischoff, a 46-year-old major, was appointed to the protection of the Belleau Wood. Bischoff turned the wood into a machine gun nest later called Hellwood by the American Marines. 200 machine guns were positioned strategically throughout the wood. The French 167th Division attacked the wheat field on time and drove the Germans from their fortified trenches. Only until the French artillery failed to lengthen its range fast enough did the French army begin to falter. Its barrage fell on its own advancing troops and caused many casualties as the Germans continued to fire on the French troops. The German morale was strong. To abandon Belleau Wood would be to give the Allied forces success without triumph. So, German High Command sent Prussian Division of Infantry to reinforce the woods, for prestige was at stake. The next morning, on June 8th, the 2nd Marine Regiment continued its advance on Belleau Wood with the battle cry, "Remember the Lusitania,"
but incurred heavy losses. So General Harbord told his men to fall back, and the American artillery was to take over and completely pulverize the enemy defenses, and then send in fresh Marine reserves to capture the wood. On June 9th, the artillery laid down 34,000 high-explosive shells on Belleau Wood. But that surprisingly did not inflict as much damage as anticipated, because the shells exploded on impact with the trees of the wood. This showered the German machine gun troops with branches. After 3 days of fighting, the Germans could not be removed from the wood. On June 13th, the Germans returned fire and dropped 7,000 mustard gas bombs, along with many high explosive shells containing vomiting gas,
on General Halcom's troops
that were to relieve General Wise's men. General Wise's battalion was regressed from 965 men and 26 officers to 350 men and 6 officers. After 2 more aggressive assaults from the 7th U.S. Infantry Regiment against Bischoff's men, the German army eventually gave Belleau Wood to the Marines on June 22nd. A final assault on the wood on June 25th broke the enemy line. The Marine Brigade cleared the wood completely and captured 500 war prisoners in the process. America had made its first appearance here in Europe at the Battle of Belleau Wood.